In October of 2016, a family residing in Florida discovered that several items were missing from inside their home. The previous night, everything was in its place, but upon waking up, some items were missing. In an attempt to find out where the missing items went, the family decided to review the footage captured by their home security cameras. This is what cameras recorded at 1:30 a.m. A man can be seen walking around their house and searching for valuables. He handed off what he found to another man who was standing outside and was armed. The family immediately contacted the police, who started an investigation after viewing the footage. However, despite their efforts, the two men captured in the video were never located by the police. On a typical day in October 2021, a mother and her 2-year-old child were alone at home when they heard banging on the front door and a male voice yelling for help. Initially, the mother went to the door but did not recognize the man, so she ignored him. However, the banging and shouting grew louder, and it became clear that the man was attempting to break into the house. The mother and her 2-year-old son would hide in an upstairs bathroom. However, while they were hiding, they heard the sound of glass shattering, which was truly horrifying. It became clear that the man had broken into the house. The entire incident was captured on one of the home security cameras. The man would break one of the windows by using a piece of firewood. He would then rush into the house from there. The mother would immediately contact the police and describe the incident as soon as she heard glass breaking. The cops would take a total of 10 minutes to arrive during that time. Fortunately, the invader was unable to find where the woman and her 2-year-old child were hiding. After the police arrived, they were able to arrest the intruder who had broken into the house. However, he had sustained injuries from climbing through the broken window and had to be hospitalized. The intention for the man's actions was unclear, as he had no connections to the homeowners. The police believes that the man was under the influence of something, but it is uncertain what exactly it was. It's not clear what the intruder's intentions would have been if he had found the mother and her son. In July 2016, during the early hours of the morning, a woman residing in Chicago realized that her purse was missing. She and her boyfriend retraced their steps in hopes to locate it, which led them to review the footage from their home security camera. Shockingly, upon rewinding the footage to 3:30 a.m., they discovered a hooded man walking around the upstairs of their house. The couple had fallen asleep on the couch while watching TV a few hours prior, causing them to forget to lock the doors to their house. As a result, the intruder was able to enter the house undetected. The intruder stood at the top of the stairs for approximately 10 minutes, seemingly thinking whether to go down the stairs or not. Eventually, he left with nothing except for the woman's purse. Other people also reported seeing the same person around the area and even captured footage of him lurking around. However, the individual has not been caught yet. This security camera footage was recorded in an apartment building hallway. A man in a mask walks in with a hammer. He tries to break the security camera, but he fails to break the camera. Then another man can be seen coming from downstairs. After he goes, the man with hammer returns and just simply leaves. It is still unclear to this day what happened after this and what were his intentions to do this. A couple in San Bernardino, California would record this activity on a home security camera installed in their bedroom in April 2022. In the footage, a man who had just broken into the house can be seen. He covers his face with some kind of cloth and moves around the bedroom while the couple was sleeping next to him. He silently looked through a few of their things, but sometimes he also just simply stared at the couple while they sleep there. He would later be found by another camera in the main room. He would walk right past the son of the parents and his night nurse who were also sleeping. After that, he opens the front door and walks outside, but after a short while, he's seen returning on the doorbell camera. However, the night nurse had woken by this time and had seen him approaching the door. Then he would just tell her to lock the door since leaving it open wasn't safe. She follows his instruction not knowing that he had just broken into the house moments earlier.
Okay, thanks.
The man had entered the house through a window that had been slightly opened. It was open to allow the medical equipment used to support the couple's son's breathing to remain cool. The couple would discover their wedding bands and some money missing in the morning. When they checked their security cameras, they saw this footage. Police had already located the man using DNA evidence. He is currently under investigation for committing many more similar crimes on other houses without security cameras. In November 2009, a man named Joe Cummings lived in a small apartment in New York. He began to notice that food was disappearing from his fridge and pantry, even though he knew he hadn't eaten it. After some time, he confronted his girlfriend about it, but she denied eating any of his food. Not convinced, Joe set up a camera to catch her in the act. However, when he woke up the next morning and watched the footage, he was horrified by what he saw. An unknown woman who is not his girlfriend is seen climbing down from a storage area in his apartment. This storage area is not connected to any outside ventilation or similar systems. After climbing down, the woman proceeds to consume various foods and drinks from Joe's fridge and pantry. However, that's when Joe leaves his bedroom and enters the living area. The woman quickly finds a hiding spot. Once Joe returns to his bedroom, the woman gathers some more food and retreats back into the storage area. Joe reviewed the footage the next morning and immediately notified the police. When they arrived, they took out the woman from the storage area and arrested her. It is not clear how she managed to enter the apartment, but Joe suspected that she may have used the fire escape located on the ceiling since his apartment is on the top floor of the building. According to the police, the woman had been living in the storage area for a few weeks with the intention of robbing Joe, although this could not be confirmed. A homeowner in Australia noticed a man on their home security cameras walking around their property in 2016. Initially, they thought it might be someone they knew visiting, but this idea was quickly dismissed when the man began crouching down and sneaking around as if he knew he shouldn't be there. At one point, he was even seen hiding behind a parked truck to avoid being seen by a passing car. The homeowners were shocked to discover the man on their property and wondered if he had been there before. They checked previous footage and found another occurrence a few days prior. On that footage, the man was looking into a back door of the house with a flashlight. The man's intentions or plans are unknown, and the homeowners reported the situation to the police. However, since the man couldn't be identified, the police couldn't take any further action. According to available documentation, the man was not seen on the property again.